Good question. For 11, 12 years, I used to be a coach, a manager, did analysis, psychology, and I saw this role of working with Tactalyse, working with players one-to-one, and it brought everything I'd ever done together, and I was like, perfect, like let's use my knowledge of football, but my ability to coach people and to connect with people. And yeah, it seemed like a no-brainer to me to work with professional footballers, young players, and help them develop. Tactalyse's methodology, it's details. So we break down the game into all different game situations that you will face in your position. So if you're a centre-back, there's hundreds of different things that might happen in a game just to you. So you have to specify to each position what might happen, and then within the situation, you have the different decisions that you can make. And we looked at the tiny details. So it might be, have you done a head check before you've gone into a duel? Is your body shape ready? How quickly do you go into the duel? Did you stop early enough? What's the distance? So within each situation, there's about 20 to 30 different details you can look at with a player, and then you look at how they execute it. So the methodology is all about the details. You don't skip the details. You concentrate on the details until they've got that locked down, and then you move on to the next detail. Biggest challenges are some players, it just takes some time with them. This is a new thing to watch clips back and discuss the details with players. They're not used to doing that. A lot of players are used to just going out on the field and just acting on instinct. So we're looking to make them really think about what they're doing and why they're doing it. So to some players, this is just a new thing. Some players aren't as quick with the brain to take it in. Other players are a little bit too stubborn, so they think they know everything already. So convincing them that they don't know everything is a challenge. So yeah, those are the biggest challenges. Sometimes players don't know enough. Maybe they're not intelligent enough, and other players are too arrogant, or they think they know everything, but no, nobody knows everything. So like I said, it's a new thing. So I think players are starting to figure out that analysis and individual development is very important. So it's new, but it's growing very quickly. So maybe 10 years ago, maybe more, it was data. Everything was data. Now it's moving. This is the new trend, in my opinion, is individual tactics, individual development, that every player should want their career to be the best it can be. And that means that you should have someone that is looking after you, that knows best and can help you develop your career. So yeah, it's new, but it's growing very quickly. It's definitely not. So players come to us from big clubs, the biggest clubs in the world, for a reason, because they don't get the individual care and development and attention that they want, that they need. So you've got to remember that even at the biggest clubs in the world, it's about a team mindset. It's about, okay, what does the team need? But sometimes the players need that attention too, individually. What does the individual need? And most clubs don't give enough time to the players. So I think it's players are starting to realize that they need to go outside of the club sometimes and think, okay, let's find someone that can look just at my game, so that if I make a transfer or if I move position or whatever, that they can adapt, that they can still be a high-performing player. You see it so many times when a player makes a transfer to a new team, a new system, is that they don't know what to do. They're not tactically ready. So we're trying to be that in between, where no matter where they are, what position they play, what the situation is that they can be the best players they can be. I think every position, I think that's the obvious answer. If you're a striker or a winger wanting to make more goals and assists, then it's clear, you can make some small changes, and then you can get the quick results on the pitch. But it's equally as important for centre-backs, full-backs, defensive midfielders, whatever, goalkeepers, because every position is as important as the other position. So yeah, there's no one position where it's as important. If I work with centre backs, you know, it's the difference between them making mistakes that lead to goals or not, and also it gives them that feeling of how much impact they can make on a field. So yeah, to answer that question, every position needs this type of work, not just attacking positions. Specifically, the most notable players I've worked with are, so currently I work with Gustav Isaksen, who plays in Lazio. He's a Denmark international, so he's my biggest player. Specifically, I work with multiple players from the MLS, so Erik Sviatchenko, who used to be a Danish international as well. And I've just started working with Ali Al-Hamadi, who plays for Stoke on loan from Ipswich, who are in the Premier League currently, and he's an Iraq international as well. But Tactalyse has worked with, so we worked with Cody Gakpo of Liverpool for 8 years or something stupid, Daniel Marlin, Stefan de Vrij, who used to play for Inter Milan, I'm not sure where he is now. Yeah, lots of, because the company was Dutch, it's a Dutch company, so a lot of our big players are Dutch, or ones that we used to have are Dutch. But yeah, we also work with lots of the big women players as well, so Linus Berenstein, and Pulova as well, and Caruso. So yeah, big women's players, but also some of the biggest names in the men's game as well. But we want everyone to work with us. We want every big player, whether it's Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, whoever wants to come work with us. They can always improve. So yeah, we'll see what happens. My main goals as a tactical performance coach, I mean, of course, I want to be the best I can be. I want to work with the best players in the world. I want to challenge myself. With every new player, you always learn something new. So, you know, I might have coached 500 strikers in my life, but with every new person is a new challenge. You have to understand the person. So my goal is to just have as many different experiences with different types of players. But the biggest goal is just to help players. You know, there's no better feeling than when you see a player fulfill their goals and their dreams on the field. So my ambitions are always linked to the players I'm working with. Is once I'm working with a player, as I care quite deeply about their career, and yeah, once it's quite hard to watch football just for enjoyment now. I want to watch my players, and I want to watch how they're doing, and I want to see them happy, and I want to see them like getting better every week. So that's the main aim. And with Tactalyse, we want the company to grow. We want to share as much knowledge as we can. We want to help as many players as we can. When you think of tactics and tactical performance, you want to think of Tactalyse, you know, the same that you'd think of Coca-Cola if you think of a soft drink. So yeah, I want to help the company grow. I want to help players develop, and just be as good as I can be at what I do. Yeah, just wanted to say, please follow Foot 18. It's doing amazing work, and it's a great project, and you should definitely give it a follow and see how it grows in the next few years.